Are you worried about putting on weight on your next cruise? Well, worry not, because we've got 9 amazing tips to avoid putting on weight while still giving you an amazing cruise.
Well, ahoy there, cruisers! We're Cruise with Ben and David, and our first tip to stop you piling on the pounds on your next cruise is to use the onboard gym.
Yeah, all ships now have gyms on board, and guess what, guys? They are completely and utterly free, and they're open 24 hours a day. What you're going to find in the gym is usually all of the latest cardio equipment, all very modern, and you usually have like a weights area as well as classes throughout the day. Some are free, some are paid, things like yoga classes, Zumba classes, and spinning classes. So yeah, you've got no excuse but to use that lovely free gym.
Yeah, the gym is open, as you said, 24 hours a day, and this is great if you're an early riser. You can hit the gym before breakfast. But this is usually the busiest time, just like a gym at home. It does have peak periods. So if you want to avoid the crowds, I'd advise to go outside, usually before breakfast or usually before dinner on an evening. That's when it usually gets the busiest.
Yeah, and because it's open 24 hours a day, there is no excuse. It sounds exhausting to me, but seriously, the gym is great because you can go in there, do an hour workout, come out and feel like, oh, I can eat loads more now without getting them pounds on. So tip number 2 is to use the stairs on board. And guys, you're going to find plenty of them, and it's the perfect workout. Instead of waiting for elevators all day, why not take the stairs? Honestly, you can do so many stairs in one day and you're burning off loads of calories at the same time, allowing you to eat more of those yummy cruise treats.
Yeah, this is just an easy way to get some extra steps and burn some more calories in. And this was the top tip that you guys said to us, is to take the stairs. So we asked on our Facebook page, what do you do to stop gaining weight on the cruise? And everybody said,
just say, David, how do you stop getting fat, guys?
How do you stop getting fat on a cruise?
How do you stop it?
And you guys said, take the stairs is the easiest way to get a little bit more active during the day.
And with this, you can actually burn up to 150 calories a day for doing 10 minutes of stair walking a day. Who would have thought? So if I do 20 minutes, I can have that nice muffin.
Exactly, yeah. Tip number 3 is to utilize all the healthy food that is on board, including some fantastic salad bars, fruit plates, and all the extra healthy food.
Yeah, so we recommend having maybe a light breakfast and lunch and then save yourself for the evening meal where you can have a full 4 courses. So for breakfast, you can have lovely fruit plates. For lunch, you can have salads. Avoid those creamy dressings, so go with things like the balsamic vinegars and things like that. Instead of ordering a dessert, maybe go for a fruit plate instead. Avoid all of the bread on board as well, because that just fills you up. It's full of sugar and full of calories as well. But guys, remember, you are on holiday, so do enjoy yourselves. And you're going to find more and more often now that a lot of cruise lines have sort of healthy programs. So healthy things on the menu, which are pointed out. And even sometimes it shows you the calories as well, so you know exactly what you're eating.
Yeah, they're really getting good at catering to people with different food needs. And we see a lot now with no added sugar desserts. And these are fantastic, especially if you're trying to cut down on sugar or if you maybe suffer from diabetes. It's a great alternative. Another fantastic tip we got on our Facebook page was to go to the main dining room, because then it is portion controlled as an alternative to the buffet. So you can go to the main dining room for breakfast and of course dinner on an evening, and on sea days as well there'll be a lunch option in the main dining room. So this is portion controlling.
And if you are going to the buffet, make sure you stick to those nice grilled or steamed vegetables. Fish is a really good option as well as things like poached chicken or grilled chicken. Really healthy and really light in calories. So you're going to have plenty of choice. So there really isn't any need to worry. So tip number 4 is to drink plenty of water. Yeah, guys. Because if you are feeling a little bit thirsty on board, sometimes that can make you feel a little bit hungry as well. I know it sounds weird, but it's so important to keep really healthy on a cruise, especially keeping hydrated, especially on those warmer cruises like in the Caribbean. So yeah, make sure you drink plenty of water. You can always find free water in the buffet, and on most ships as well, the tap water is safe as well, but it's not very tasty, is it?
Yeah, we advise you take a refillable water bottle so you can refill it in the buffet. We like the Chili's bottles. It keeps everything nice and cold all day. And you can take it to the gym with you when you head to the gym before breakfast. See, perfect.
Look at that, linking number 1 with number 4 there, guys. Very clever.
Bit of professional, aren't we?
Bit of professionalism.
Number 5 is to exercise while you're in port. And by this, we mean enjoy the port and you'll be getting your daily steps in on burning those calories. There's some fantastic walking tours that you can do in most ports now. And with this, you can really rack up those steps. Or you can just wander around the port yourself and make your own walking tour.
Yeah, instead of getting a taxi while you're doing it DIY, why not walk? Do that little bit of extra hike as well. Loads of the tours these days have active tours. So things like cycling, kayaking, even zip lining, things like that. All of that keeps you moving all day long and you're burning these calories without even realizing it. And to be fair, by walking around in port as well, you get a much more authentic experience.
Exactly, yeah. We've been in ports all day, came back and looked at our stepometer, and we've done 15,000 steps.
It's amazing. It's a lot of calories.
Yeah, and we're really surprised about that, aren't we? We say, God, no wonder we feel tired.
That's our excuse for having the 4 desserts.
Exactly.
So tip number 6 is another exercise form, is swimming. You'll usually find several swimming pools on each cruise. And it's a great chance for you to do a few laps or just chill out in the pool, treading water and burn off some calories. I love to do this early in the morning, guys. So I get up. The first thing I do is grab my towel, head up to the pool deck and go for a swim for about half an hour, do a few laps, a little bit of treading in the water, then go sit in the hot tub for 10 minutes before I go back down, get ready and go for breakfast. It's such a nice start to the morning. Gives you a little bit of energy as well. And you feel all rejuvenated from the sleep the night before. It's especially good if you've had a few drinks the night before as well. It's a nice wake-up call. But yeah, swimming is a really good option.
Yeah, best to do this in the morning, like you said. This is where you'll find people usually doing laps rather than, just splashing around in the pool. And it's also be the coolest point of the day if you're sailing the Caribbean. So do it before you go for breakfast. Even if you're on a cold cruise, most of the pools are actually heated. So you can still do it whatever the weather.
Nice and warm.
Tip number 7 is to avoid those high-calorie drinks. And this could be really hard on a cruise because there's lots of juices, sodas, even cocktails are packed full of sugar and calories.
Exactly. So big cocktails like pina coladas, mojitos, all of the rum punches, guys, they have so many calories on them. We know how tasty they are, but if you do want to keep the weight off, definitely avoid them by drinking clear alcoholic drinks. So things like a gin and a diet tonic or vodka and soda, they are so much better. There are so much fewer calories. You can have 10 of them for the same price of one high sugar pina colada. So yeah, especially during sodas during the day as well, drink diet versions of the soda instead of full fat Coke. They have sort of 300-400 calories in them each. That's a hell of a lot of cake that you could be going with, isn't it?
Yeah, we particularly like on Royal Caribbean the freestyle machines because they do a lot more diet selections. So you can pretty much get almost diet anything really on the Royal Caribbean machines. And even the breakfast juices, so the freshly squeezed orange juices, lovely as they are packed full of sugar. So just avoid them if you do want to save your calories.
Seriously, for us, this is one of the easiest ways to stop putting on weight, isn't it? Because drinks are quite easy that way. And you're sticking to the same type of alcohol as well, gin or vodka or whatever. And you feel so much better the next day for it as well. You don't want any nasty hangovers, do you, David?
Avoid the hangovers.
So tip number 8 is to have an active evening. By this, we mean after your dinner. Going for a nice little walk or wander on the open decks is usually a lovely promenade deck, or you can have a few walks around the running or jogging deck as well. And it just burns out a few different calories, doesn't it, that way, really easily. So you've got your themed parties and lots of dancing on board as well. And an hour of dancing equals 4 different gin and tonics. Wow. How good is that, guys? So you can, every hour that you're dancing, you can have another 4 gin and tonics every 20 minutes, isn't it? 20, 40, no, every 50. You can have a gin and tonic every 15 minutes. Completely calorie free. How good is that?
Yeah. And there's dance classes as well. These are a great way to burn off calories as well.
Got rock climbing, ropes courses. Yeah. Again, the swimming and the hot tub. You can paddle in the hot tub while having a good time. Why not? It's still calories, isn't it?
Up and down to that bar all day. That burns off them calories.
Yeah, instead of getting a drink from the waiter or waitress, actually walk to get up on your legs and stop being bloody lazy and go get it yourself. It's all calories, guys.
Yeah, so just getting up, getting involved and being active on the cruise can help towards cutting them pounds while you're sailing.
And our final tip number 9, is not to go too hard for yourself on yourselves, guys. This is a vacation after all.
Exactly.
You paid a lot of money and you want to have a good time. At the end of the day, it's only a few days, a week, 2 weeks that you're going to be on that cruise. So it's very easy to lose that weight as soon as you get home. Honestly, enjoy every single bite. But if you do want to use some of these tips, they're great tips for helping you keep off that weight if you are worried. But the food is so good on cruise lines, you're going to have a fantastic time, aren't they?
Yeah, you definitely are. There is so many options as well to get active on a cruise that if you do want to do it, it's there for you. And if you just want to lay on your sunbed all day and drink that pina colada, well, you can do that as well.
It sounds absolute bliss, doesn't it, guys? Thank you so much for watching our video. We really appreciate it. Please leave us a comment below. Just let us know any tips that you have. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Go on now, I'm watching you. Hit that subscribe button, guys. It really helps us out. And hit that bell button as well. This means that you'll be notified via email every time we upload a brand new video, and we wouldn't want you to miss out.
You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where we're asking loads of questions and getting you involved.
Well, that's it till next time. Happy cruising!